Hello everyone, this is your host Sanjiv Goyal. Every week we bring thought leaders, mavericks, futurists to talk about what do they think about future. This week we have invited a very special person. His name is Fred Cook. Fred, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Sanjiv. Happy to be here.
Thank you. Fred, you have worked global. You have bought and sold companies in India, China, United States, huge mega deals. Now, in this post COVID world, what do you think about the global situation?
I think that technology plays a bigger role than ever. My experience has been in manufacturing, what I call precision.
Not just that.
Well,
Fred, I don't want our audience to think that you just do manufacturing.
No, I historically have purchased great brands, sometimes tired brands, and brought in new technologies.
Really bring innovation.
Bring innovation, new product development, and give them a second life.
What I find very interesting and fascinating about you, Fred, and the reason I invited you, it's not just your turnaround experience. How you work with people, how you build and see things, and how these things changes the future.
As I was leading into, in these manufacturing companies, in the new normal, technology plays a huge role. Where you used to be able to run a company on a yellow pad with some strategic direction, it's now important to have set policies and procedures.
See, the economy has become collaborative.
Oh, right.
You can't make even your locker, which looks pretty simple thing, just metal.
You are a great straight man. You are a great straight man, because where I was going is the technology is collaborative, but especially now while COVID is ongoing in the post-COVID world, the collaboration between people. I'm a firm believer in a diverse team, and there are several tools like Myers-Briggs evaluation or culture index, which I'm a.
So let's talk about culture index.
Yes.
You got interested in culture index for a specific reason. What was that, and why it is so important to you?
My experience and the experience from Culture Index is that people are what they are. Some people are out of the box thinkers, not speaking out of school, but when you, Sanjiv, you're a brilliant theorist. You're thinking about what's going to happen in 20 years, 50 years, 200 years. And so when you did your culture index, I remember it like it was yesterday, the words on the analysis said, you think so far outside the box, there is no box.
Thank you. So I won't fit into this norm.
Now, I, on the other hand, am more of a technical expert, capable of evaluating. I'm an evaluative thinker and a strategic thinker, and I realize I work well with someone like you. My president and CFO is very similar to you in that he's always looking to push the envelope and always looking to go further. So again, circling back and answering your question from a second ago, I brought in the culture index when I realized that we had a number of really strong individuals doing good things, and I was trying to find a leader for that organization that had the empathy, that had the ability to bring a team together.
Where we are, especially in new normal, our world has to be more collaborative. We realize by building these walls and barriers, we will not be able to go and take care of 10 billion people by 2050. We have to create better systems to understand how the world economy works, better system to understand how the healthcare works, better system to understand how we feed our people. So it requires collaboration, and it requires not just the collaboration between your team internally, we require collaboration at the global level. You have worked in China, you have worked with teams in India, and of course in the United States. What are the 3 traits, if I ask you to pick, if you pick somebody from China, if you pick somebody from India, or if you pick somebody from US, you see, because there has to be some very defined boxes as you talked about.
I find India to have really sped time to market. I use India for the development of some engineering resources. I also use Eastern Europe.
Great destination, amazing developers.
Amazing developers, but the cycle time from concept to working prototype is so compressed.
So time to market, I agree with you that, and I personally, we used to run operation in Eastern Europe too. Great engineers, brilliant, but it was very hard to work collaboratively, I find. It was great, you put every specs, every single use case, give it to them, they do a great job, but you don't know what's happening, and after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, you got the product, which may or may not be exactly what you wanted, and market has changed. With India, I'm able to do more collaborative work. What do you think next 10 years look like for Las Vegas? You are a Las Vegas resident for almost a decade now, and you know Las Vegas inside out. Casinos are changing dramatically. I go to the casinos now, and I see 50 kiosks for me to check in into a hotel room, which was a dream 5 years ago, and now they have it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's a life, I mean, I always used to wonder why the hell I have to wait in the line. But I think that is just the beginning of automation or self-service industry.
Las Vegas, Nevada has 3 economies. There's hospitality, there's gaming, and there's manufacturing.
Oh, I thought there's only one. So hospitality and gaming are 2 different things?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
And I didn't realize, so Nevada is a manufacturing hub?
There's manufacturing to support the area. It's
How many people work in the manufacturing sector? If I have to guess, it should be in hundreds of thousands. We have 3.4 million people in Nevada.
I'd say probably 300,000 or 400,000.
Wow, so
Yeah.
that's a pretty large number.
Yeah, well, there's manufacturing in the Reno area. And
True.
You know,
Big
in the
number.
Reno area, so, but you know, with battery technology, with software development, with a lot of the automation.
Mhm.
I see as land is, you know, a lot less expensive in Nevada than it is in
Anywhere else, because we can't
Anywhere
do
else.
anything here.
right. You
It's
can't go,
perfect.
you know, between Arizona and
Nevada.
and Nevada, especially with some of the tax advantages and the business friendly
States, yeah.
environment. I see more and more manufacturing coming into the area. I see the schools partnering with the state and with manufacturers to develop internship programs and development programs so that we have good paying jobs for an ever improving workforce.
So let's change the topic.
Okay?
I'm going to ask the most difficult question.
Uh-oh.
Do you have a confession for our audience?
Confession. My confession is, I obviously love what I do. It's not about the money. It's about
Fred, everybody says that. Okay, I'm going to
Wait a
disagree
second,
with that.
I've gone.
I'm going to put you on the spot. with
I've
this.
I've gone 2 years where I've only taken $1.
Okay,
I've only taken $1. I've, reached into my pocket.
but you are so wealthy,
No.
like relative terms. But point I'm trying to make, Fred, is I know what you are alluding to. The joy I saw when I was in your factory.
That
You can sleep on the floor of the factory and you will still have no complaint. And that is what our audience need to know who real Fred is.
Well, I don't know about real Fred, but I will tell you that it's not about the money. It's about, I go back to Hastings Manufacturing, which is a piston ring turnaround, where we saved a town. And we saved...
And that is amazing.
we
And I know the rewards are like phenomenal.
We saved a town. I've been out of there for 15 years, and I get a Facebook message, or I get a Christmas card, or I get a Zoom, an unsolicited Zoom call, from someone that was making, $11 an hour, saying, I'm retired now, you've changed my life. I do it.
The joy of it.
The joy of seeing a successful team. Here I have a lot of acquaintances who say, oh, I'm having a tough time getting employees and everybody's quitting. No, you set the right culture in an organization. You empower people, you give them the tools, and they just blossom.
So, Fred, you have accomplished a lot in your life. Not just financially, the kind of contribution you have done to the society, to your team, and everything. If I ask you, what are the 3 things you want to leave audience with? Say, hey, these are my 3 mantras or 3 secrets or my 3 must have. What will that be?
What are the 3 things? Hire slowly, hire right, and fire quickly.
Mm-hmm.
If someone in an organization is counterproductive, or you can't get them to understand the vision, or they're counterproductive, you have to cut your losses and go forward. Set definable, measurable goals, and make sure that you articulate them properly. And lastly, no one comes into work, or no one goes into a job saying, I don't want to do a good job today. I honestly think people come to work and want to do a good job.
They want to make a difference.
And they want to make a difference. And when they don't, it usually falls on me or my management team, because they haven't articulated properly expectations.
So if there is one thing you can change of your past, what will that be?
Oh my goodness, I never would have gotten out of shape.
That can be fixed, but okay, go to the next one.
It can be fixed.
Yeah, that's an easier problem.
I would have gone to business school earlier. I did it later. I would have gone earlier, or I would have taken business courses.
Early part of your life.
You know.
Fred, I want to thank you for your time.
Sanjiv, really enjoyed this.
Thank you so much. I want to thank all of our listeners, and our show is supported by Droices, NTTVC, and IIT Delhi Excellence Foundation. I'm really grateful for their support. Thank you very much.